If you would like to book Muyiwa and River Songs for concerts, ministry, and speaking engagements, just call the number on your screen or go to riversongs.com.
Welcome back. We've reached the end of our program, and I hope you will receive God's grace in your life today. Now, not long ago, we introduced you to singer Shirley Massey, who blew us away with her jazz vocals. We leave you today with an encore performance from Shirley titled Right There. Take care. God bless you.
Victory shall be mine. I declare it's from my mouth. Hardship came my way. Obstacle wipe the tears from my eyes. God paid. God gave
Is in the building. Oh, yeah. Plus, a woman goes through 3 failed marriages, all in an effort to find love. And a man catches a glimpse of heaven as his life hangs in the balance. Thank you for joining us. Today we have a special guest. Right here in the studio, singer-songwriter J Moss. He's here to talk about his latest project, V4, The Other Side, and the inspiration behind his hit single, God's Got It. Welcome, J Moss.
God's got it. I love it.
How you doing?
What's up, Moy? Man, I haven't seen you in a while.
Well,
how are you?
Fancy seeing you here. Hey, I tell you, I have to tell you, the first time J Moss brings 2103 to London,
Yeah.
we're in the studio in London, sitting down about to interview, and I tell them my name, and you were very, very gracious and just holding a straight face, but your boys were on the floor laughing like, what did you just say?
Can you just say it one time?
You mean That's
who has a paragraph for a name?
Just call me Jeff.
Jeff, right, okay.
So let's talk about this new record, V4.
Yes.
The Other Side. The other side of what?
Oh, man, just showing people that there's another side to this Christian journey. You know, there's a good side, there's an upside. And that's just the kick that we've been on. Pajam, 2103, all our artists, man, we just are in the mindset. We came together in January, man, of 2012, and we just had our first camp meeting, and everything was just about drive and winning and winning and winning. And so many songs, and no disrespect to anybody, are about the struggle.
Right.
Before the storm, in the storm, going through, crying, you know, but we want to talk about the joy cometh in the morning side. And that's what V4 The Other Side is all about.
So let me ask you, for someone who, because for a lot of people, they'll know some of your songs. Actually, I put on social network, do you have any questions
Okay.
For J. Moss? And one came, I think it was from somewhere in Africa, saying,
Okay.
How did he write praise on the inside? But I'll park that for a second. For those who may not be so familiar with you, they know some of your songs. You started the journey around about age 4 or 5.
5 years old, man.
You go into the world of making adverts, not even music.
Yeah.
You do all that. You roll with your cousins, the Clark sisters, and all that. For those who may not know, because of course for some people, what they know is when they read news headlines and what happened where and whatnot. Tell us a bit about J. Moss and those years we may not know about.
Just a normal dude from Detroit, Michigan, man, Midwest guy, you know. And my daddy...
And when you say Midwest guy, what's that mean?
That's us, Chicago, you know, Milwaukee, all those areas, in Ohio. That's the Midwest. You know? We got a different kind of swag about ourselves, you know. But... yes, you know, my daddy pulled me from outside, rolling around in the dirt and playing with my friends, and stuck a mic down my throat, basically, and said, hey, do this. And I could barely say full sentences good. Wow. And there we had, I think the first song I sung was Nero, My God to Thee.
Nero.
I didn't know it was nearer. You know,
Caesar, my God to
it was
thee.
Nero, right. You know, so, I mean, and then from there, it just went on. And my dad was the first person who came to me and showed me how to write and told me to write. Actually, he formed a group with myself and my brother, Bill Moss Jr., and by the way, my dad is the late, great Bill Moss Sr. Of the group Bill Moss and the Celestials, man. Very big in the 60s, 70s, 80s. But he put me with my brother, and we formed a group called the Moss Brothers. And my brother did all the writing and producing, and he was the man in that area. And then my dad came to me one day and said, you know, you got to start writing your own material, you know. And I said, Dad, I don't want to do that. That's Big Bro's job. And I was crying and things of that nature. And he said, no, don't be intimidated by it. Start with poems. Start off simple, you know, because rap wasn't real huge back then, you know, especially in a gospel household. But he just said, start off with poems, and then I'll direct you through it. And Dad was very, very instrumental in that. And then through the journey, man, being able to tour with my cousins, the Clark sisters, and being on major international sets with my auntie, the late, great Dr. Mattie Moss Clark. Yes. And then rolling all of that into Michigan State University. I had to just do that plug real quick, go Spartans. Rolling into that is when I came into the production side of myself, you know, and just finding out that I wanted to be more behind the scenes in the creation of music. God forwarded me into that and into meeting my crew, Pajam, PDA, and Walter Kearney. And man, and from there it was NSYNC, Boys II Men, Destiny's Child, Kelly Price, The Mighty Clouds of Joy, Patti LaBelle, Yolanda, Kirk, everybody. You know, and it's just been a great, great ride up to now.
So V4, The Other Side, I mean, forgive me, we're a little behind in London because we're still playing
still on V1?
we're playing good and bad like it's going out of fashion.
Yeah.
But this record, it's about celebrating victory of Christ. Now, there is something about the work that you do which always sounds so edgy. Yeah. It always sounds like it's pushing the boundaries. Do you ever want to do a record that maybe, you know, a little less edgy so you can get a lot more sales? I mean, let's be real.
Very good question. Very, very, very good question. And the answer is no. We have artists for that. You know, we have artists that are going to fall right into the cookie cutter mode and do exactly what they're supposed to do and fall right into that quote unquote gospel tradition. And that's good. That works for them. But we also have to have an artist for a demographic that God has set up for me. And that's the young people, that's the edgy people, that's the people in the streets, that's people in the clubs. You know, I'm one of those go beyond the four walls of the church and go out there into the streets and get those people. And we need artists like that. And so Pajam, 2103, all of our artists, myself, we're the shake-up artists, you know, and I wouldn't want to do it any other way. And you know what I found out, Mui?